What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/FatPeopleStories. This story's called Ham Planet Fat Shames Me. I study her psychology. Hi, people. D lurking to tell an enchanting tale from my late teens. Background info. Years ago, I used to spend time at a particular clothes shop, owned by the lady I was dog sitting for. Let's call her Shop Lady. She mainly sold good quality vintage items, plus a small selection of new items. I had recently recovered from a damn long medical ordeal that had the lovely side effect of having me gain a lot of weight due to medical therapy and subsequent depression and inactivity. I am 5'6", and I guess I was about 220 pounds at that point in time. Of course, I couldn't shop at that place cause nothing fit me. I would mainly hang out to chat some on my way back from uni. But Shop Lady was a nice gal and always tried to find something to have me try on and make me feel better about myself. She tried to be nice to all of her small clientele, but she could do nothing to appease one particular woman. Ham Planet, obviously. 50-ish years old, 4'9", in the 350 to 400 pound range, beach ball on sticks type of build. Ham Planet lived in our neighborhood and had been unemployed all her life. Stay-at-home mom, y'all! So all she did was waddling around some when her husband was not available to chauffeur her. Of course she can't drive. Her kid probably flew the nest ASAP, as I've never met him and he should be about my age. Can't blame him, really. Ham Planet is not a straightforward, malevolent fatty. In public, she is very well-mannered and speaks in this soft voice. She's the kind of lady that calls everyone sweetheart and never curses. In my honest opinion, these facts just make her more vicious. Let me give you a rundown of that encounter. The story. Ordinary afternoon, Shop Lady insisted to make me try on a vaguely 50s-styled, high-waisted skirt. I'm in the changing room when Ham Planet enters, huffing and puffing. So I am trying on this skirt and it looks damn good. My crushed ego pokes its head from the dark pit it had fallen into. I emerge from behind the curtain to come face to face with Ham Planet. That is, perusing a rack of extremely small-sized shirts and jackets. Shop Lady lights up and starts complimenting me.
Oh my god, I told you it'd be perfect. Turn around, let me see. Isn't she the prettiest thing, Mrs. Ham Planet? Oh, sweetie, yes, she would be so pretty. But the skirt shows off those big swollen legs and you could totally see her belly.
My ego instantly falls right back into the pit. Shop Lady comes up to me and pinches the skirt's waist to make it sit properly on me.
Oh, it's just a tad loose. See, if we were to stitch it like so. Problem is, dear Shop Lady, that these clothes aren't made to fit people that are big-boned like me and this young lady.
Fun fact, I am a certified big bone girl. I'll never be a slender, dainty beauty, but I also don't weigh 400 freaking pounds. Back off, bimbo. I remain zen and dismiss the conversation. Shop Lady, I like the skirt, but I need to think about it. May I come back tomorrow to try it again? Shop Lady grants me the chance to escape and kindly blesses my return to the land of the changing room. I take a bit to change back to my clothes to send some text to my best friend to try and avoid a full breakdown in a public space. She's in the shop next door and texts me she's coming. While I'm hidden, their conversation continues. Shop Lady, trying to remain professional.
You see, Mrs. Ham Planet, my usual stock is all vintage.
Blah blah quality, blah blah specific brands.
So not all sizes are available. If there's anything you like, I can try to find a modern replica, or we can set a free appointment with my trusted seamstress to... My dearest Shop Lady, do not take offense. I wish I just could be able to just enter any shop and buy whatever I like that girl.
That girl? Or that girl from now on, is my friend that has come to the rescue. I hear her just say,
"Hi, shop lady, excuse me."
and she comes in the changing room with me with all the intentions to eavesdrop the hell out of it. Shop lady, about to die from embarrassment.
"Mrs. Ham Planet, I know that finding a fitting size may be troublesome, but mine is a vintage shop. Even that girl may have troubles buying from me at times. As I said, show me what you would like to try on and I will." "Fact is that no one is helping me. I've been trying to lose weight, but nothing works."
Blah blah long, my thyroid. Speech, you know the drill.
"Society isn't helping. My husband doesn't understand and buys junk food. My struggle."
After that point, me and that girl are just living our best life in our newfound territory and are trying not to laugh out loud. We decide to come out and make for a quick escape before any of us say something we shouldn't. But Shop Lady stops us. Shop Lady buys all the crap Ham Planet fed her and is moved to the point of tears. She plops a hand on my shoulder and what she says makes me freeze.
"Mrs. Ham Planet, maybe you just need a friend to join you in your weight loss journey. See, OP is losing weight herself and she lives nearby. Maybe you could go on walks together sometimes."
Ham Planet puts on the fakest of smiles.
"Oh, you live nearby? Let's walk together home and chat some more."
I loathe the idea, but I want to get the truth out of Ham Planet, so I don't protest. That girl fakes a cough, not to laugh her ass off, tells me she still has some shopping to do, and leaves the shop. A couple of minutes later, I am slowly walking behind Ham Planet. She's taking up all of the sidewalk. I glance behind me, and loyal that girl is stalking us from a safe distance. Making use of my university major, I go full psychologist mode and prompt Ham Planet to tell me about her struggles. It was a long talk. We'll sum it up for you. Turns out, she just likes to eat and hates to do anything that isn't lounging on her couch while watching sappy female-targeted broadcasts that luckily aren't known outside of my country. But what about your husband? I ask.
"He doesn't understand my condition at all. He always comes back from work with all this junk and keeps driving me everywhere."
I fake astonishment. Oh dear, that sounds bad. How come he buys you junk food? And how come he never wants to accompany you on walks?
"Well, I am so tired. So I never cook, and he can't cook, so he buys pre-made food. He always buys stuff from the deli. He doesn't understand that I want McDonald's. I yell at him if he doesn't get me McDonald's. The chicken burgers are healthier."
She starts spurging about all of McDonald's menu items and how she longs a goody 2-3 meals for dinner. As we talk, I fake opening a door that isn't my building store, and a car pulls over. It's the husband. Ham Planet's real self emerges violently. Her face gets even more red, and she shouts at the top of her lungs,
"Where have you been? I've been walking so much."
100 meters, by the way.
"My legs hurt. Why are you so late?"
The husband waves a bag of the cherished McDonald's. "I know, honey, I am late, but look at what I got." Ham Planet is appeased. She disregards me and hops in the car. Nowadays, I am long out of that gutter. Back to my normal, big-boned self and a healthy weight. She's still somewhere around here, but I've long stopped seeing her waddle around. Legend goes that you can see her riding the husband's white steed on a quest for healthy food. I still have that skirt. Shop lady gave it to me as a present, had it sized down, and it keeps looking gorgeous on me. It's a pretty cute skirt. Ham Planet seems very unpleasant to be around. All that bull crapping and that,
Ooh, pity me, I have a condition.
yeah, your condition where you fail to take responsibility for anything, really. I'm just joking. Hopefully, she maybe just started walking a different route, because a little bit of walking every day does help you. As long as you're not looking at that Snickers bar and being like, you know what? I went walking today. I earned this. And then you're back in square one. This story's called How Health at Every Size Ruined My Friendship. Hi, long-time lurker, first-time poster, on mobile, so I apologize in advance for formatting. Been reading through some of these stories these last couple of weeks, and it has reminded me a lot of my longtime best friend and our falling out. For some backstory, I met my best friend, we can call her Blondie, in my sophomore year of high school in our drama class. She was a freshman, and she's a year younger than me. During this time, I was a bit heavier, around 185 pounds at 5'5", and she was around 180 to 190 at 5'8", 5'9". Both of us being somewhat overweight, loving food, and some other common interests led us to become really close friends. Around my senior year, I was able to lose around 60 pounds and had dropped down to 120 pounds by the time I graduated. My weight loss had driven a small wedge between us. However, we were still really close at the time. However, this would change because during her senior year, she met a new girl who I'll call Big Mood. Because she's big and was moody. Big Mood was pretty tall for a girl. I'd put at around 5'10", but still quite heavy. Judging from the few times I met her, I guess she was above 300 pounds. Big Mood always seemed to be in a bad mood, or maybe just didn't like me. The first time I met her, she glared at me and gave me a weak smile and wave. Didn't even respond to me introducing myself, and instantly went inside the Chipotle we met outside of. When the three of us sat to eat, she said to Blondie under her breath,
Who gets a salad at Chipotle?
Commenting on my food order. I was so upset and confused. It really bothers me when people don't like me, especially for no reason. I tried starting a conversation, thinking maybe she would come around once she got to know me. I said, So you guys have English with Miss Teacher? I hated her. Big Mood takes a break from her burrito to say,
You just don't like her 'cause she's fat.
I was stunned because people universally do not like this teacher. She's one of those classic, over-the-top, social justice warrior feminist English teachers. I said, well, actually, the first year I had her, I myself was well overweight. Her reply to this was,
Oh, Blondie told me you were never really fat. Not like us.
Again, stunned. I didn't really know what to say because I was trying to think of what possible way me and my weight ever came up between them. Kind of confused and a little hurt, I just kind of stayed quiet for the rest of our lunch. Later that day, I decided to ask Blondie what was up with Big Mood being so rude to me. Her explanation was,
She feels like you're low-key fat-phobic because you lost weight and because of all your diet talk. Like getting a salad today at lunch.
I kinda just apologized and told her I would try and watch my words. After that, we didn't hang out for another 2 months. During this time, I saw her constantly hanging out with Big Mood on her socials, and she started posting a lot more about health at every size and I don't know what that one is. I should point out that before Blondie met Big Mood, she was not like this at all. She was actually trying to lose weight and asking me for advice and tips. That all stopped when she met Big Mood. Once I finally saw her again, she looked as if she had put on 20 or 30 pounds. I didn't say anything, but I was genuinely concerned. She had expressed to me before how upset she was with her weight, so it just hurt to see her even heavier. At this moment, I realized my idea of going to the mall for our hangout might not have been the best. She spent the entire time complaining about how nothing was in her size, and if it was ugly. And honestly, it was a fair point. I suggested maybe going to Torrid, a plus-size female clothing store. She glared at me.
I'm not big enough to shop at a store like Torrid.
As she said this, I took a better look at what she was wearing, and it seemed like she was wearing clothes well below her size. It didn't look incredibly bad, but her shirt was too tight, and she had visible love handles spilling over her jeans. Her suggestion was the food court. We went straight to some Japanese barbecue place, and she got enough food for at least 3 people. I didn't get anything because I was planning to eat when I got home. Bad idea. She started telling me about her new diet and how all my restriction wasn't good for my body. You know, the typical broccoli salad about eating what you want when you want. I kinda just nodded and acted like everything she was saying made sense, then reiterated that I was still going to eat dinner, just not 2. The rest of our hangout was pretty much just awkward because I just felt like she wasn't the same person at all anymore. I felt like she was more spiteful and quick to anger, and complained about how everything was unfair and discriminating against bigger bodies. I was kinda silent, and she snapped at me, saying,
You know, I'm so sick of your silence on these important issues to me. Not once have I seen you repost or post anything about size inclusivity or fam. It's disgusting, and it's the reason I stopped hanging out with you and spending more time with Big Mood. She was right. Never trust a skinny girl.
She then stormed off, ditching me at the mall alone. When I got home, I saw that she posted a long rant about how she can't associate with thin people anymore, and how betrayed she felt. We stopped talking, and I only saw her and Big Mood a few more times before I moved. Each time, they looked bigger and bigger, and each time, they were getting food. Okay, that's not good. Hopefully, they grow. And when I say grow, I mean grow out of it, not grow more in size, because that would be unhealthy. But from what I gather, they're still young. And when you're young, you're impressionable, and you'll believe a lot of stupid stuff just because people around you do. You might think you're independent, you might think that your views are unique and all that jazz, but honestly, the odds are you're not doing your own thing, you're just listening to somebody, which is fine, I guess, because everyone does that, but you should have seen my political views in high school. Ugh. This story's called Bathing Suit Season, and so it begins. The hatred hams have for the fit. I've got this very good friend. She lives where I grew up. She has a lake house where I live. I used to train her in my gym here where her lake house is. That's how we met. That was 10 years ago. She is now 62, I'm 50, and she's not that fat actually. She was born and grew to have HH size breast, which she had reduced to a double D a few years ago. Without breasts, she's probably 50 pounds overweight. With them, probably 60. Due to Brovid, I haven't seen her since February when we went snowmobiling. Think, everyone wearing a lot of clothes. I missed her. I couldn't wait to see her. I wanted to talk to her face to face about all those things we spoke about on a daily basis. Things like work, or lack of, family, good and bad, relationships, or lack of, her new puppy, all those nice, normal things. Instead, the first words out of her mouth were,
Oh crap, I've gotta sit next to Skinny. I don't even want to boat anymore.
And after she got in the boat, she spent 10 minutes talking about my body. Suddenly, I didn't want her to boat anymore. Luckily, I managed to stay off the topic of weight and fitness and salvage the day without having to resort to my usual swift sarcasm. In 2 weeks, I will do the same thing with my ham fam. I think this was a good start though. Keep my anger in check, no sarcasm, just a smooth transfer of topic. But sheesh! How the overweight obsess with fitness, even more than fit people do. That's gotta be exhausting and unfun. Can anyone explain the thought process that results in over-commenting on someone else's body? Well, I think it's just has to do with her insecurity. You know, when you're insecure about people, you tend to notice what you're insecure about more on other people, or the lack of what you have on them. For instance, if you've got a huge old schnoz, you're gonna notice everyone else's nose and be like, wow, that person's got a nice nose. Or, my favorite example, in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Charlie's creepy kid diddler of an uncle, he's got small hands, but no one really notices small hands. Except for him. So when he meets another lawyer with far superior hands, he can't help but obsess over them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you watch Daily Dose of Memes. Those videos take a lot of time, and I'm very proud of them because they are pretty funny, if I do say so myself. And this is coming from someone who personally doesn't really vibe with the whole Reddit reading thing. Daily Dose of Memes is funny. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.